Hi there guys, Callum Purdy here. Today we're talking all things Spanish. We're going to have a look at La Liga for the 2013-2014 season. Over the coming weeks we will touch on fixtures, we'll see where the value lies and hopefully point each other in the right direction over the course of the new year. Today though we are looking at ante-post markets. We will look at the winners market, we'll have a quick look at without top two, we'll then skip down to the relegation market and towards the end we will touch on the golden boot stuff. I must stress early that there isn't an awful lot of value. This is Spain, but there is a selection, there is a nap. That comes in the relegation market, which we'll touch on shortly. But we will start with the winners market. To quote a few prices, Barcelona 8 to 11 favourites, Real Madrid 11 to 8, Atletico Madrid 100, Valencia 125, and Real Sociedad are 300 to 1. Now forget all them, this is Spain. We all know what happens in Spain. It's a complete two-horse race. Barcelona, you're 8 to 11 jollies, Real Madrid 11 to 8 second favourites. You can make a strong case for both of these sides. Today though, We Love Betting, we are looking for a bit of value. There's simply none in the winners market. So we're not going to waste a lot of time here. You can make a strong case for both of these sides, like we've already stressed. Barcelona have won 4 of the last 5 championships. They brought in Neymar, who's going to be a fantastic addition for them. Again, at the same time, you look at Real Madrid, you look at their squad, you think it's probably a little bit stronger than Barca's. They brought in Isco, who's going to be a fantastic player for them. A lot of top European clubs were after him in the summer. And also, the big link, the speculation at the minute is Gareth Bale. Will he be playing football at Real Madrid next year? If he is, again, that's obviously a massive bonus for them. He's going to be a top player. And it's just another strong case for Real Madrid. But if you are with me, if you are playing singles, forget this market. There's no value. But if you are playing multis and you're looking for a few teams to stick in across the leagues, and you're with me, you're with Barcelona at 8 to 11. Without the top 2 market, Valencia. Now here's one I liked. They were 3 to 1. I made it a complete match between them and Atletico Madrid. And 3 to 1 Valencia was big. Problem now is Soldado's left. 3 to 1 all of a sudden doesn't look appealing. Soldado was their best player. Let's make no mistake here. He scored all their goals. He was their talisman. They simply played their football around Soldado. He needs replacing. If he isn't replaced, they simply can't finish third. So you'd have to be with Atletico Madrid. Again, Atletico Madrid, they've weakened. They've obviously lost Falco, another player that's going to be extremely difficult to replace. He's jetted off to France. You can't blame him. But they have brought a few in. They've got in David Villa. He's experienced. He's been a top player. Maybe not the same player since his injury, but he'll certainly do a job at Atletico. They've got an ex-Rayo player, Baptista. Now, this time last year, he was all the rage. Everyone wanted him. He was doing all the right things. He's a great addition for Atletico. And also, they've got Diego Costa there now. He's a player that I really like. Top Premier League clubs were after him in the summer. If they manage to keep hold of him, then again, that'll be like a new signing for them. He'll cause teams absolute nightmares this year. So as it stands, you'd have to favour Atletico Madrid, but they are favourites, they are short. I think they're around an even money chance. The value lies if Valencia replace Soldado. If they bring a key forward in who's got the experience, who scores the goals, they could be a touch of value at 3 to 1. But if they don't replace him, they simply can't finish third. I must stress, Barcelona and Real Madrid are the only 2 teams in the Liga that haven't weakened since last year. Don't expect the points difference. It could be anything between 30 to 35 between second and third. That is how bad the rest are. Barcelona and Real Madrid are so far ahead this year. It's unbelievable. The relegation market. Now here's one I like. Here's one that's got me all excited. Levante. Oh, they're absolutely desperate, Levante. And BetVictor have gone 6 to 1. They go down. The price is simply huge. Let me tell you why. Okay, they finished 11th last year. Fair play to them. They've done okay. But since then, the summer's been dreadful for them. They've lost all their key players. The squad now looks awfully thin at Levante. And they've got huge financial problems. They've got no money there. I'm not sure what the Euro's like in Spain at the minute, but they've certainly not got many. And anyone that watched Levante last year will know exactly what I'm on about. They're absolutely dreadful. If you didn't watch the Liga last year and you're not familiar with Levante, just think Stoke of the Premier League, times it by about 10,000 and you have Levante in a bottle. That is how bad they are. They're completely desperate. You just don't want to be with them. The stat that really stood out for Levante was last season out of the top 5 European divisions, they had the lowest average possession out of all of them clubs. Now, what a stat that is when you think of the teams that fall into that category. QPR being one of them. It's just a dreadful stat. The price is wrong, and they just scream value at 6-1. A couple of other teams that will struggle in that relegation battle. A team that got promoted last season were Elche. They're another squad. It looks very, very thin. They haven't got a lot of money. They can't go splashing. So their aim is certainly just to stay in the league. Another team, Almeria, they were in the Liga a couple of seasons ago. Hopefully they've learnt from mistakes. But again, the squad doesn't really fill me with confidence. I think they're in for a long season. But the value is definitely with Levante at 6-1. They're just a dreadful, dreadful side. The other team that did get promoted from Segunda was Villarreal. They're a club going in the right direction. Don't expect them to be down at the bottom. They've got a big squad there. They're doing all the right things, and I expect to see them in the top half of the table. I'll be very surprised if they're anywhere near the wrong end come the end of the season. The Golden Boot market. Now, there's no value here. Bookmakers won't go each way for obvious reasons. Messi does look like the likeliest winner if he stays fit. Ronaldo's going to be the obvious danger. There's no surprises there. Neymar will chip in, but he's certainly not on their league yet. A couple of players to look out for over the summer, if the bookmakers don't go each way, would be a player at Granada called PT. Now, he's a player I really like. He's doing all the right things at Granada. He could be a spot of value, especially away from home. When Granada play away from home, it'll be big prices in the goal scoring market. He's certainly one to keep on side. And another player I liked, ex-Arsenal player rather, plays at Sociedad now, Carlos Vela. Another gooner that got away. He's doing all the right things in Spain at the minute. He's playing in a club that's going in the right direction. He's a player that's improving every year. And again, he will score plenty of goals for Sociedad next year. Certainly a player to keep on side. That's about it for the ante-post markets. There isn't a lot of value. Hopefully, when the season gets started, we can touch weekly on the fixtures. We can see where the value lies. But for now, if you're having a bet in La Liga, you want a little taste up. Relegation, Levante, it's a massive price at 6-1. I'm not sure where Mr. Chandler's come up with it, but you just have to be with Levante to get relegated at 6-1.